All right. Peace, peace.
Was good.
Got you.
Boy,
Technology.
it's
Technology, yo.
707 right now. That's a good sign.
That's what's up. The cigar numbers right there, man. That's all power numbers right there, man. But yeah, man, I finally got this thing to work, man. I'm gonna have to mess with StreamYard, yo, because it's a lot of things you can unlock once you I guess once you like pay for this app. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think even the default version is a good alternative to OBX.
You think so?
I like the interface a lot better personally.
I gotta mess with it some more, man, to see, man. But yeah, I'm glad I finally figured this one out. You know what I mean? Like to have these conversations, man. But yeah, man, like this is kind of dialed in. I wonder what other like outside of StreamYard, what other platforms you use, like or have you used?
Well, I've tried OBS and I like
I
YouTube
haven't.
Live. I like Twitch.
Yes. Yeah. But the interface, like you said, I now I see what you're saying. Like you could do a little bit more with this one right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's smooth to me, but everybody likes their own thing. OBS has its pros as well. So
There's a lot to learn. There's a couple things I got to learn about that platform, man. I did my first podcast on there with my man Justin this week and was able to do the camera movements and whatnot really good on OBS. And then I know there's a lot of like overlay stuff that I can mess with on there. But so you say it'd probably be StreamYard and just OBS, right?
yeah, I think so. I'm sure there's other stuff, but I like the consistency of StreamYard,
Word.
which we're on right now.
Well,
This is not sponsored yet, but StreamYard, we are open to sponsorship and partnership and collaborationship.
indeed, man. Say word, man. What you was on today, man?
It's creating, man. We got a lot of things we're working on. We got the We Uplift the World fundraiser going on. It's big time. We're raising money to educate kids, provide art and tech education courses, and
I
done some
just saw
paper
on
shopping, done
Twitter.
some housekeeping, plotting on
Mhm.
art, making real estate calls, all kind of vibes. You
I
say
just
you
saw
just saw what?
I saw on Twitter, man, like some of We Uplift the World, a video by the kids, man, that they had edited and put together, and it was super dope, yo. I was hyped on it.
Yeah, man. The kids are doing great things. I'm very proud of them.
How old are your kids, man, over there? And like
We
this talk.
Yeah, we work with students 12 and up, like middle school age, high school, and even college age. We provide internship, job training, different tech skills. A lot of students learn filmmaking, public speaking,
That's what I was gonna
also
ask.
just how to be a professional creative and how to have fun doing what you love.
Let me ask you this: with the kids, like, what are they most interested in regards to like? Are they more like about content creating, or are they into like the whole crypto NFT space, like with it? Like, what's the vibe for the youth? Them, you know?
Well, they're all different. A lot of them don't know enough about NFTs and how it actually works to
Right,
get super excited about it. A lot of them see things at a news level. But everybody's excited about being able to create content or be on video or just be able to make a living doing something online with the
right,
camera. I think that's something that's appealing to all of them because that's
really,
that's what their generation is into. Like their mainstream entertainment is YouTube. We used to
right.
watch cartoons. We used to have Nickelodeon. We used to have all kind of shows,
Yup.
family shows, Family Matters. Used to have a Friday night TGIF,
Yeah.
watching Full House and all that. But
Right,
now
right.
everybody got YouTube channels that
Even
they love
MTV,
watching, and that's where the
like,
kids get all their
yeah,
knowledge and all their entertainment for real.
yeah, man. That's what and that's what kind of brings me to this conversation that I've been having with you lately, just about how you see the changing in the tides, and you see the meteoric rise of content creators, and like now it's not just enough to be a skilled tradesman at what you're skilled at. Like, if you a woodworker or you a painter or you a tax guy or whatever, now you have to create content that kind of coincides with your self mastery stuff, and that essentially builds and elevates your brand. And that's kind of even what led me to jumping on YouTube, man, and starting this Life is Art thing. I would imagine, but it's a reaffirmation if you're telling me that's what the kids are just hyper focused on, and it puts it in perspective because my kids are always on YouTube.
It's true. Super true, man. That's just what it is right now. And we gotta get them what they're looking for, get them what they need, man. We gotta show our young folks that there is a lot of opportunity in building a personal brand and being able to connect with other people and create with these digital tools that we all have access to. It's really dope the time we're living in right now. From the AI tools, the automation tools, drop shipping, e-com, and just simple videos on YouTube, man. It's a blessing. Right. That's where I get most of my knowledge and information is on YouTube.
Man, that's what even I wanted to talk to you about. Like, you know, I put up like these 3 tutorial videos or 4 tutorial videos thus far. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna get you a phone unit or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I got so many like tripods around here, but
you gotta rig it with the books.
I'm over here chefing up, and this is Life is Art. You know what I'm saying?
What you cooking, bro?
About to grill some chicken and rice. Keeping it clean, man.
Wifey mad at me right now because she cooked something, man, and I'm sitting there talking to you, man. I got it on standby, man. I'm gonna grub out, hit the gym today. Grub out.
It's gonna be a vibe.
But what I was gonna say, man, is I did these first couple of tutorials, and then I realized like I wanted to do it in an organic way, right? My first thought was like every time I do a project, I hit record and just walk people through the project. But then as I started digging into my YouTube bag and started asking myself questions about how I use YouTube, even if it's an instructional or tutorial video, even if it's like you trying to chef something right there, right? I look for the shortest video, you know what I'm saying? And it's making me rethink, you know, how to position these tutorials and the content being, you know, I did like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Of course, there's a lot to cut out. I can cut out, especially me just tripping over myself talking and different things like that. But what do you think about that, man? Is it really all about that short form flash content, or should I continue to do it in my organic way and just split it up into parts? That's what my man Decomposer actually, my cousin, man, you know, he actually was kind of hitting me with the other day.
Well, I think you should test it. You got something that's 45 minutes out right now. Take those same ones and cut them up into 4 different videos and run them both.
Yeah,
just run them both. Like run it as part 1, part 2, part 3, and then you can have a different playlist with the whole thing, you know, straight through, and then you can test it, and then you don't gotta leave it up forever, but you can see what gets the response, what works, what people feel like watching more, what's getting more views. Is it the full video or is it clips? And do people watch all 5 parts, or what is it? You can test it. I think that would be the best thing to do because you've already created it. You don't have to create anything new. You could just test it and split it up. And use, you know, some thumbnails and all that. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the thumbnail and call it a day. And then just run the numbers. But to that effect, and to your point, to that same point you made, I too will prefer to watch a shorter video to learn the same skill as opposed to a longer one. 100% all the time. Now, it's also dependent upon the skill. If I'm learning how to make a 3D character in Blender and the video is 2 minutes and there's a 20-minute video, I'm going to watch the 20-minute video because the 2-minute video is not going to give me what I need. It's going to be like a sped up time lapse with words. I'm not going to be able to follow along and actually build the 3D character. Right. I want the 20 to 30 minute Blender tutorial or like a Procreate tutorial, me personally. But it depends on what you're making on Procreate. It's like if it's a huge project, yeah, but if it's something quick, maybe you just show the elements and then do time lapse, the main points, and then maybe you do both. Maybe you make a 40 minute, you make that into 4 parts, and then you make a 1 minute version of the 40 minute, where it's just a sped up, expedited short. Right. And then you make that a YouTube short and then test the numbers on all of them and have a link to your course on all of them.
Right.
So they're all linking back to your course, your paid course. So people can pay for that and get that real knowledge and tap in with you if they want to really invest with you.
I feel it, man. That's what I mean. I guess it's like you have to make some long form and then you have to make short form. I mean, with the shorts, it's I just realized today in YouTube that you can make clips out of your long form videos to automatically make shorts. Is that something you ever did, man? Like if you made clips in YouTube? Because I just found out about that today.
Nah, I haven't done it. We should try it.
Yeah, I gotta try that, yo. I gotta try that for sure, man.
I definitely want to try that. That's a hot feature. If they just did that. If YouTube puts the capability of CapCut in YouTube, so I don't even I can just upload and do my whole vibe in YouTube. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, it's probably gonna go that way. But even if it don't go that way, right? It's like so many apps like dropping like consecutively that just makes it easier. I think this week I did CapCut and I'm gonna go to use Veed this week. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't used that source yet. You know what I mean for editing, but from what Heads is telling me, man, Veed is a good source to break up the videos. You know.
I'm gonna try that. I haven't tried it either. I have heard of it, but I ain't tapped in with it yet.
Man, what do you think about
By the way, I want everybody to tap in with Black Belly Spices. If you ever need any kind of good seasoning on your food, anybody that cooks, which I think everybody needs that, you need to tap in with Black Belly Spices. You can order this online. It's blackbellyfoods.com.
Yeah.
Black Belly Foods is the brand. They got a bunch of different flavors. This is the Cajun.
It's the Cajun right there. I'm about to say you had the lemon pepper cracker, you know what I'm saying?
This joint is the Cajun, and I'm probably gonna throw some El Cubano in the thing too.
You just get say less. I'm hyped on that actually, man.
The Greek as a whole vibe. They got the Greek seasoning. We got Cali Love.
In different stores to get different seasonings, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that New Orleans team, man. Which one is that?
It's the Black Belly Foods. You got to get the Black Belly Foods, bro.
No, that's the Creole seasoning on the side.
Oh, that's the Cali Love.
Oh, the Cali Love. Oh, that sound lit right there. I gotta fuck. Man, let me
got
the
taco seasoning.
You got the whole joint.
Yeah, we got a set. We got a whole set. Like we don't play with the spices because we chef.
You told me about that before, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you again. Did you place your order yet? Black Belly Foods.
But you get
also,
if you the steak in the background right now, so I'm about to go grab my plate, messing with you.
You know this one right here.
The jerk go crazy, huh?
This one, I'm gonna pull this over here to this way. This coming over here with me.
Say word, the jerk probably go crazy, yo. I can tell. I like the packaging on those too. I like the packaging on.
Oh, by the way, guess who designed the packaging? Studio LXR designed the packaging.
See,
Studio LXR designed
Studio LXR, man. One time, man.
Who other? Guess who designed the logo and all the vibes with it?
That's why, man.
Studio LXR got the whole thing popping. It's a Studio LXR vibe. Check it out.
Trust me.
Make sure you check out Studio LXR too. If anybody in the real estate, we got a brand new real estate product out.
Say word.
Know the real estate agents and the property managers need to go to Studio LXR right now and tap in with the real estate page.
And another thing too, man, like designers,
sell more properties faster. And you said designers too?
I said designers and creatives, man. Like if you are following Studio LXR,
it's that luxury.
If you're following them on LinkedIn, you're gonna get a lot of game about creative direction and design, man. The sliders are great. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the sliders that's been popping up on LinkedIn have been super dope, man. So
we all about education too. Education is uplift, man. It uplifts the world as well. So yes, there's a great design, but you can also get a great design education by following Studio LXR.
So I'm you know what I'm saying? I got to tell you this too, man. Like, we're going to have the chef, you know what I'm saying? Because you got your herbs and spices, and I think I'm going to have some of those herbs and spices in my bag to chef off with you, because you probably got too good with those. See, I can smell it through the thing right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can smell the jerk through the joint right now. You feel me?
Yeah, you see, it's almost gone.
Already, that one's the one that be hitting it. Yeah.
Oh
So
man, I'm about to re-up.
let me ask you this, man. What you think about this, bro? Like, do you think, do you have to stay specific to one category on YouTube when you like when you're putting content out? Like, do you have to be a master of one realm? Like, say if I'm doing Procreate, do all of my tutorials need to be in that realm, or can you diversify and talk to a bunch of different people?
I say do whatever you want. Just stick to a schedule and do it more abundantly. It's like these days, whatever is valuable to you is going to be valuable to other people. So hold nothing back.
Word.
The only mistake you can make is not posting a video today.
Got you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only wrong you could do. It don't matter what it is. We
I read
going live, we cooking, we doing whatever, but you're
Right.
sharing with the people. You're providing something to the people. If you do that every day, you're doing right. It don't matter what it is. But most people can't do it every week, every day. It's hard, right? So it don't matter. It don't matter what you post. If it's on brand, but you posting once a month, it's not really gonna get traction. If you post it in one niche, the same thing, and it's only once a month or a couple times a month, it don't matter if it's in a niche or not. It don't matter. It's not gonna get traction. But if you posting a video every single day, it don't matter what it's about. You're gonna get viewers, and the viewers that want to see that content, it'll find them. But it's gonna find them because of your consistency.
Makes sense. And that's that organic vibe. You already know what it is,
That's the way.
That's the way, man. Because I'm seeing
I'm
like
working towards the daily videos myself and just creating more, sharing more. Abundance alert.
I wonder if the youth then, man, like you being around the kids, man, if they are more apprehensive to sharing themselves, or they're like some people, are good with jumping in front of the camera, or some are not, like, you know what I mean? Or
Some are and some are not. There's some that love talking and they love being on camera. There's usually, I would say that's usually 20% of the students. And then, there's another like 50% that just wants to be behind the camera and know how things work.
Right.
Right. And then there's probably another 30% that I would say are the very maybe chill or shy or reserved types. And you got to find out what really makes them come out of their shell. But everybody needs to practice and should practice public speaking and communicating with people in real life and on video, because it always builds confidence and creates community.
Facts.
If you can do one thing that builds confidence and creates community, you should do that thing as often as you can.
That's facts. That's facts, man. It's just like, what I've been going down the vortex and the rabbit hole of all of these YouTube creators telling you how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's been kind of like it's been spinning me, man. You know what I mean? It's like, I know, like, likes and clicks and views is like the I guess the goal for a lot of folks. But I think, what I'm saying, working out the proof of concept in terms of life is art, like trying to figure out how to tell the story that I have in my head, what I'm saying, like the day-to-day aspects of how life meets art and how they intersect in this kind of one-on-one. You do that, just worrying about doing that in an entertaining way, like, does that play into itself, or are we all just in an information age where we want to come and get something and then bounce? I guess to ask that question a little bit better, it's like, you use YouTube as a platform to create art, you know what I'm saying? Or do you use it to kind of like join the engine of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I say do both, bro. Because look, there's people that want both and they're all on YouTube. So if if I can have one playlist that's just me making paintings, and there's gonna be people that like paintings and that want to look at paintings and buy paintings, that are gonna just watch that channel and tap in and eventually buy your art or tap in with whatever you got going on because they enjoy the process. You can have other people that don't care about the process. They just want to learn a skill so they can go create what they need to create and get their money. They would need to hear what you got to say about Procreate, or about how to partner with a gallery, how to get your first solo show. They're coming for information.
Right.
Some people are coming for an experience. Some people are coming for information. But do you have the consistent content to keep them coming, no matter
Right.
what?
Well, one of the things I was thinking about today, bro, I was thinking like, there's no go-to, even about art news, man. Like, I mean, I read art news every day, like things like Medium and little vlogs and stuff, but you know, can you cover art the same way you cover current events, like what artists are doing, and like, you feel me, like is that like a lane, because when I say a lane, I think about the people who need to hear it. And when I say that, it's like the kids that we uplift need a platform to go to where they can see people that resonate and sound like them, look like them, you know what I'm saying, talking about the visual art world. You know what I'm saying? You get where I'm getting at?
I do. We need examples. We need exposure. That's everything. Very important.
But
And I think it's important what you're doing. You got to show all sides of it in all aspects. People need to see you doing whatever it is that you want to do. So it's like, don't make it about needing to do one thing. Make it about doing your thing.
right.
And that may consist of different elements, but it's you. It's all you. That's what the world's all about. There's different elements to me. There's different elements to the company and what we do and who we serve. But it's all positive. It's all about artists, creatives, entrepreneurs turning up more abundantly.
Say word. Man, so how do you how does one divide his time? Like, how much time do you allocate to doing music, and then how much time you allocate to doing art? Or do you carve out time for each, or do you just organically do music? And then, like you said, you was learning Blender. Like, you know what I mean? What you do in terms of that balance to make sure you're going in the same trajectory with all, because you like do multiple things. You know what I'm saying? Is that a gift and a curse? You know what I mean?
I mean, it is what you make it. And if they're all gifts, right? I think the key that people have to grasp is just how to be organized and know exactly what we want, and then figure out how to get what we want. We all want different things, so it's going to look different for everybody. So there's no like formula to it. You know, your priorities are going to be extremely different than mine. But one thing that's going to be consistent for all of us is the need to know what we want and to pursue it relentlessly with consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And then to work smart and use the tools that we have.
Say word.
Use all these AI tools, use the internet, build with people, connect, communicate, learn as much as possible.
How's the build been going on Twitter, man? You know what I'm saying? Because you've been getting on the roof. Have you been in Clubhouse lately? You know what I'm saying? Or is it more just all?
I've been in Twitter Spaces.
Twitter Spaces.
No, I haven't been in Clubhouse since 2020, I think. But that's no shade to Clubhouse. More power
But
to
and that's because like the NFT in your community is more in that space, in the Twitter space, than probably the other.
I would say.
Yeah. Oh, I lost you, man. Oh, there you go. I got you.
I like Twitter as a platform just because there's so much discoverability that can happen. There's a lot of people talking about a lot of things. And then also, I like spaces. As you mentioned, that's where most of the NFT community is. I am an NFT artist.
I can't hear you that good. I kind of lost you on the sound.
How's it now?
Oh yeah, perfect. There you go. I must have the joint covered up. Yeah.
As I was saying, I like Twitter because it is more about NFTs and Web3, and I'm a NFT artist and educator, Web3 consultant. So a lot of the activity that I'm involved in is going to be happening on Twitter. So
say word. I've been more active on Twitter, man. I've been getting active on there, and it's like tapping into. That brings me back to even thinking about this, man. Thinking about community and building the community, bro. Like, what would you consider like just the creative class or more the AI community? Or I don't you know, it's a nuanced thing now because, you know, I got, you know, homies in the art world. It's just kind of on the fine art aspect of it. My graffiti homies is just like kind of on the more street art and graph side of it. You know, Kez is still out, you know, writing and everything. And then it's so many different like kind of like pockets, you know what I'm saying? How you tap in. You said something dope where you was just like, yo, your people will find you. You know, is that really what it is? Or how do you like, because you talking about hashtags and connecting communities with like, you know, SEO and all of that type of stuff. It's like, how do you get your tribe? You did?
Right. Well, I think there's that way, and then you can do direct marketing and find a motivated person that is looking for the information that you have. Again, it's like know what you want and then know what you're offering so that you can give it to the people that need that. And then you can find where they would look. Where would they look for that? Where would they be to seek that information? What communities are they hanging out in? Let me join those communities. That's why I love the Web3 community, because there's different NFT projects, NFT communities, groups that you can jump into, and it'll be like-minded individuals around a certain topic or aspect or a favorite animal or an idea. You all connect with all these different people, but then other opportunities get created because you're in this group that may or may not be connected to the original reason that you joined the group, which I love to see and experience. And that's something we experience with Sick World, S1C World, which is Miguel's NFT group. And Leachy and I are founding members of that and do a lot of dope things with the group and with Miguel himself. And Miguel just dropped a new track, by the way. Give it to me. Check that out.
I think it's dope, man, how he's embraced, you know, how he's embraced the world of art, man. My homie Rio did a interactive joint for him, you know what I'm saying, in LA. So to see you and Leachy, you know, with him, you know, working on the NFT space, man, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's gonna be a lot more. I think it's gonna be like, you know, with some of the celebrities and you know, think about what celebrities would invest in, like celebrity athletes, you know, ball players. Like in say the early 2000s, everybody was starting to drop a streetwear line or getting into fashion, or, you know, then you kind of saw that shift to like beauty products and different things, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you got sneakers, the whole sneaker craze with celebrities because they were getting these deals. But I think what's going to end up happening, bro, is you're going to start seeing, you know, especially when with NIL deals with the kids, man. But I think they're going to start reaching across the board and doing more art oriented, you know, like with the AI and the systems that can be created with it. I think it's going to be more creative class early investors, or, you know, startup dollars going into the creative class because of all the tools and shit that's available. Your Midjourney 6, you was talking about Blender. Midjourney 6 is talking about having a 3D modeling, like, you know, application involved. I didn't read. I mean, I was reading this in the article, but it sounds like there's some type of 3D rendering aspect or model that they trying to put together. You feel me? In the Midjourney 6, and they just dropped 5. So you thinking, man, they just dropped 5 in a matter of 3 months or something like that. 5, 6 dropped before the summer or something. That'd be crazy. I mean, shit, we could be looking at Midjourney 25, like, you know, in no time.
Sooner than later, man. It's going up. We're gonna have Midjourney making movies very soon. Like full on animated vibes. I'm excited for it, man. I think the biggest skill that we can really master and acquire, there's a lot. There's a few, actually. I'll talk about what I think are the most important priorities, is like consistency of creativity and communication. If that's posting every day, if that's posting every week, if that's just showing what we're doing, consistently communicating with the people that should care, because there's a small percentage of people that communicate consistently on social media. And just by taking a small amount of time or organization, we can put ourselves in that small percentage, in that top 10%. No matter what kind of content you make, just by posting consistently on a schedule, you're in the top 10%. So think about that. Like, okay, so now how do we go from the top 10% to that top 1%? Well, it's about awareness. That's about a lot of different things, but it starts with the consistency of truth and quality,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that's something that we have to master. And then also when we do show up as ourselves and present that in a way that people like to see and that's shareable. If we want to talk
Gotcha.
about like growing and scaling, if you're happy with everybody that is in your community right now, then just keep doing what you're doing. But to grow and to scale using social media, we have to create shareable content that people want to share with others. It could be valuable, it could be funny,
Like,
it
how do
could
you
be
think about
dope.
that? I wonder how do you like what the approach and the thought process is behind that? Because I see YouTubers, quote unquote YouTubers. I think that's like a focal point. I guess even if you put your creative director hat on, it's like creating something shareable. Like one aspect of it is making a viral moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some crash content and shit like that. But another aspect of it, I guess, would probably be education and adding value, right? You know what I'm saying? Like something, but or for, like you said, funny or whatever. But I think what I'm really interested in, I think the underlying theme is an appreciation for life, right? An appreciation for the kind of magic that's in life, and that's the whole life is art. Like there's an art to you cooking with that ill seasoning. You feel me? There's an art, you know, like but how conveying that in a way that's shareable, I think it has to strike some type of emotional chord, or I don't know, like I'm trying, like it has to be amalgamation of all things: learning, teaching, enjoying. You know what I'm saying? Manifesting. You know,
It's
it's
whatever you want. Whatever you if that's what it is, then that's what it is. But I think we got to just keep it coming because
yeah,
that's these days that's what people respect. Like we've seen a banger video from all kind of people,
yeah,
but the people that you remember are the
mm-hmm,
people you've seen like 4, 5, 6, 7 banger videos. And if you
right,
just scroll on your page, you're probably going to find another one that was posted in the last 24 hours. We
right,
all know somebody on our timeline who's like that,
yeah,
whether it be like a Rick Ross, a Snoop Dogg, whoever.
mm-hmm,
If you look, they've posted something in the last 48 hours. It may not even be there a month from now. It could be
right,
a meme. It could be a joke. It could be a snippet of a TV show, whatever. They'll delete it later, but it's like they posted something in the last 24 or 48 hours. And they're
mm-hmm,
communicating with their audience and they're letting us know that they're here and they're doing things in the world. And I think that's what people really respect these days. And
mm-hmm,
that's not about the quality of what was posted as much.
yeah,
A lot of people
yeah.
just delete stuff. Now it
It's
depends
it's
on who you are, right? There's
it's
rappers that they have 4 posts total on their page and haven't posted in months, but everybody's waiting on their next album and
right.
can't wait for them to drop. But that's something they've done after they've already established a certain type of following. Nobody
Yeah,
that's trying to get popular, that's not working. If you're trying to get on the 4 posts, it
right.
doesn't work unless you already have a following.
Yeah, man. You know, I think this is the commitment aspect of it is where I'm at right now. It's like, you know, the commitment, you know, you make a commitment and then you just, you know, you learn with everything that you put out. You know what I mean? I think the biggest hurdle for me is like the vulnerability of jumping on and you know, like you know, wanting to have, you know, I don't think nothing's gonna come out the box. It's like come out the oven, cook right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of cook it. You gotta learn the recipe, and you know what I mean. And you gotta bake it. You dig? So yeah, to your point, man, that it gets me hyped, man, when I hear you talking about this. You know, because it's like the main goal isn't to. I think you have to take away from the main goal of like wanting to amass this audience, but focus on being consistent and learning with each part of your process as you put stuff up. You know what I mean? Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
100%. We got to be
Before,
consistent, and I think too, you got to know your why. Like,
yeah.
why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you making content? Why are you sharing it? What do you want to get out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Be honest about that, and I think then you'll get the results you want with consistency. But knowing that going into it, will help determine the type and frequency and niche of content that's created.
Yeah. I want to do a lot of different things, man, with this. I think we can, the same way we're having this conversation right now, man. There's so many conversations and stories to be told. I think as much as like, man, if even talking about black stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? I always felt like 1992 was the dopest year, you know, because Boys in the Hood, Menace Society, like Juice, New Jack City. It was just felt like there was a lot of a renaissance of creativity in terms of film, right? And then now I feel like, man, with so many creators, so many, you know, black and brown creators specifically, it's hard for me to find the shit I'm looking for, yo. You know what I'm saying? Or like it seems like the movies are coming further apart. Maybe I'm bugging, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like at the rate of all the creators that are available doing dope stuff, I'm still limited in, you know, I still got to go other places to find what I need. And I think that's, you know, what this is about, yo, trying to like start plugging these holes, man.
It is. And you can do it all. Just do it one at a time.
Say word.
You can do everything just one at a time. Create a win, one win at a time, one focus area at a time. But it is possible.
What's the manifestation? Give me one of your manifestations for this time next year. You know what I'm saying?
For this
it could
time
be
next
big or
year.
Small. Be big or small, you know what I'm saying? But I know you a heavy manifester, so I know you got some things in the bag.
It's definitely going to be just more real estate owned.
Yes.
Digitally and physically.
Digital real estate.
That's way more capital, creative capital. Like creative cap, way more physical cash capital and creative capital. And just a bigger imprint of people knowing who I am and what I do and what the value of abundance and the abundance mentality is. That's what I'm all about, is letting people know about the abundance mentality. Keeping it positive, knowing that there's always more, knowing that there's always a way.
I went back to this one today. I went back to this one today, man. This is The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And what you're talking about, you know, keeping that abundant thought process, man, is you're teaching your conscious is teaching and feeding your subconscious abundant thoughts. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to have not thoughts. You know what I mean? And that's what in turn manifests. But that book, man, that's where I got that game from you, and I appreciate you put me on a path. You put me on a good path. You know what I'm saying? Do some learning about abundance.
The world, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
But look, word is bond. Like I'm gonna let you go because I know you got that good chicken. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go eat now too, man. But we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this like we're gonna continue on this path. And I think even talking it out and me mumbling my thoughts out and listening to what you saying and thinking about it, I think it's just helpful. You know what I mean?
It is. You know, man, this is what people need to see too. I'm glad we decided to share this. I'm glad we decided to come on live and just listen to two professional full-time artists have a conversation. This is cool. This needs to be on live more. This isn't scripted. As you can see, we all just vibing and we say, yo, let's go on live and just have a conversation we would have on the phone as friends and artists. Let's just do it on live. Somebody is going to take something valuable from this interaction, probably a billion times over. Shout out to YouTube. Thank you, StreamYard. We appreciate y'all.
Man, I'm on StreamYard.
We want to collab. We're open to collaborations immediately. What'd you say?
I'm on StreamYard. We on. We gonna do, you know what I'm saying? And I'm
StreamYard, man. They'll vibe. I'm on it right now. We can redesign the logo too. We can do all new designs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. NFTs, like, it's very customizable. I'm seeing, like, I'm playing with this right now. And if anybody's out there listening, you know, this is like the first time I'm learning. The learning curve is real on all of the digital assets and things that are available for, you know, content creating. Is, you know, a father of two and a husband, you know, and a working artist. You know, it's, you know, finding time and it's ingesting and this continual learning process, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's balanced, but it's dope. But man, next time you buy the jerk seasoning, bro, just get two, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna I gotta jump on.
I'm gonna bring you back some vibes from the motherland. When we go over there. Shout out to Chef Mark.
Oh, say word, then. That's what's up, man. And another hype is I think we're gonna get some content going next week. I'm gonna be in LA running around, I believe Tuesday. The goal is to get to the studio, cut some stencils, paint on some skateboards, and go try
I'm
to
definitely trying to paint a skateboard, bro. I'm pulling up.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up at the studio.
Definitely painting on the skateboard deck. On
We'll
deck.
pull up at the studio Tuesday, man, and I'll probably end up talking to you, man. We gonna hit if we got time over the weekend, we gonna jump back on StreamYard. You feel me?
And also, bro, just call me when you pulling up to LA to hit the studio, and you could scoop me and we'll stream on the way. Like,
that's what it is.
Let's just do that. You could just scoop me on the way. It's on the way, and
Say
we just
word.
roll over, and I'll bring I got a case of materials. I got paint, canvas, everything. I'll just put in a bag and we be on the way. You know what I'm saying?
It's up, man. It's
Let's
up.
go.
So anybody that does see this, man, this is what, you know, it's good to have homies, man, that just with a creative mindset. You know, I think
Keep
that's
creating.
it keeps us sane, you know what I'm saying? Like it keeps
creating.
Right, you did. All right, man.
Creating. Gotta
Go
keep
get that-
creating. We gotta keep creating. I'm about to create a hunger solution in a few minutes.
I'm about to eat too, man. Everybody's tired of looking at my plate up in there, man. I'm gonna get right. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm gonna holler at you, though, son.
Tell the family we said we love you and we'll see you soon abundantly.
1000%, man. Yo, peace. Bless.
Peace and love.